Good afternoon, this is Paul. I'm actually inside the building today because the weather's not quite so clever outside. But I do have the latest model Landrover Defender 90 that I'd like to show you around. So, latest shape Defender. Now I've got one of the previous shape Defenders and the model has been around for so long now that it's got quite a cult following. I think a lot of the people who have bought and owned and bought again and bought again and bought again the previous Defender tend to have quite a feeling of, is it going to be as good as the last one? The traditional Defender owners, and of course it's the previous car was very rugged, very robust, a very manual thing to drive. It was really pushing and pulling levers and pedals and that sort of thing, and obviously very capable, which I believe this one is as well. So this one is quite a step away from the basic design that the other one was. Although the shape is very similar, you can see from the rear windows how the back end comes out is very similar. This sort of section here going down to there is very similar to the previous shape. It certainly harks back to the other Defender, but it looks a lot more modern, and it is a lot more modern, and it's got more creature comforts, and it's got a host of newer engines. This particular one has got a 5-litre V8 with a supercharger, so it's not shy in any way. It's got a lot of power, an awful lot of power. And I think more than the Defender, I think the car that this reminds me of is the Series 1 Range Rover V8 with the 3 doors. Because of course when that first came out, four-wheel drives were quite sort of archaic, and they weren't sort of luxurious. But this was a deviation from the norm, and that's what this car feels to me very much like in terms of character. Yes, of course it's rugged, you know it's rugged, it's a Land Rover. But you've got visible bolts. You had visible bolts on the previous one. You had clear signs of how the car was made, evident all over the car. You can raise and lower the suspension there, as you can see, and then you've got a trailer light. I love these rear lights. They look really cool. This one's in Santorini black, and it's got the black text leather combination. And you can see here, although it's not the riveted on checker plate that you have with the previous model, I think aesthetically it looks pretty good. Gives the car a nice bit of detail. The whole car feels and looks chunky and solid. It's tall. This particular one's got the off-road tyres, which I think really suit the car. They make it look a bit more rugged. You've got the V8 emblem on the side of the doors, the privacy glass, and you've still got those glass panels on the corner like you have with the previous model. Now, just moving on to the inside of the car. The character of the old Defender still comes through again in the doors. It's not a door like you expect to see in a Range Rover. It looks more utilitarian than that, but it's still got creature comforts. You've got the Meridian surround sound system, electric memory seats, blind spot monitor. You've got these really comfortable seats with lots of lateral support. It's quite thick as well, so it's really comfortable. So whether the car is completely upright or not, you've got plenty of lateral support to keep you upright. And as you can see there, you've got 3 proper belts on the back and leg room. So it's a comfortable car. If I just step inside, and you have a start button. So everything leaps into action, as you can see. section on. But again, like the previous Defender, you've got big buttons here, and the buttons are designed to be used with gloves because, of course, this is a car that can be used for all sorts of things, not just going to the shops, not just for going on holiday, not just for towing a caravan. They're good off-road, they're good to use on a farm, they're good to use in all sorts of circumstances. So everything is designed to be big enough and heavy enough to use wearing gloves. You can see here it's got cruise control, which is radar assisted, and lane assist as well. So it's not a low spec car. You've got a lot of standard equipment. I'm just going to close the door because that's probably what's beeping at me, and it was. That's what's beeping at me. And then there you can see it's also got virtual cockpit here, and you've got a very nice clear showing of the map. And then of course this is customizable. Automatic gearbox with pedals, so left on the down change, right on the up change for the plus and the minus, you can see there. Lights and everything are automatic, wipers and everything are automatic. You've got places to keep keys and all sort of things that you might want to throw into a pocket or a gap on the dashboard. Lots of spaces. You've got a space there for charging. If you pull that up, that gives you somewhere to put your mug of coffee or your flask or whatever. You've got a refrigerated cool box. So it's not a basic car like the other ones where it's definitely several steps up, but it's only right because essentially this car is more modern. That's not something you'd ever have found on the previous shape. But it's a really comfortable car, and it's a really good drive, and it's so much better than I ever thought it was going to be. So much better. That big screen is just fab. The steering wheel here, this has got a suede steering wheel, so it feels lovely. It's heated as well, as you can see. Yeah, I'm just really impressed with it. And of course, the 5-litre supercharged, unless you've got a huge pot of money, the 5-litre supercharged isn't necessarily the one that's going to be charging around the farm. There's lots of things attached to it. Look at those 4 tailpipes sticking out of the back. That shows you that this has got the biggest engine, the 5-litre. But it's usable, it's comfortable, and it's luxurious, and it's powerful, and it looks really meaningful, and it's a really good car. It's a very good car. I hope you like the car, I hope you like the video, and I hope you find the video useful. If you'd like to know more about it, then please visit our website. We've got lots of pictures, full specification and description. The car is physically on site, as you can see. It's not one of these adverts where you get a picture of a car that doesn't actually exist. As you can see, it's here. We own it and it's for sale. So hope you like the car, hope you like the video, hope you find the video useful. If you'd like to know more about the car, please visit our website, www.clincardcars.co.uk. Pop us an email or a text or a WhatsApp, or pick up the phone and speak to us. We'd be really happy to talk to you about it. Thanks for watching.